Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm giving Martin 5 moves for every 1 move that I make, and my goal is to win the game. Let's get started with game number 1. Alright, I'm going to try and play as dynamically as possible, so even though I am a London player, I'm going to start this game by playing pawn to e4. We are met with knight to a6, and since that was only turn number 1, I'm going to waste 4 more moves. Alright, thus far I've only managed to get pawn to e4 on the board. That pawn has already disappeared, and I have wasted 4 extra turns, and we have the queen developed, the knight developed, and a nice little pawn chain for Martin in the center of the board, but nothing that I can take advantage of. I am not sure how dynamically I'm going to even get a chance to play, but I'll keep developing my pieces. Get queen over to g6, I will waste 4 more moves. And we have a few more developments in the position. We have the queen retreating to f7, the knight quote-unquote developed to the side of the board, but still defended by the queen, and we have this pawn move out to c5. I'm honestly almost afraid to even put him in check, because I feel like he's going to defend it, and then I'm going to have to waste 4 turns. In that time, it's not impossible that he should take, and that might lead to me just losing a piece if that piece ever retreats. So what can I do instead? I'd imagine I could play bishop to e2. I could also just take on a6. But in 5 turns, is Martin really never going to take back? That seems really unlikely. Okay, I'm going to play bishop to e2 instead. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, I have to waste 4 turns, but that is a completely free knight that happens to also be threatening my rook. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, waste 4 turns. I'll play 1. There goes my rook. 2, 3. Oh, that's also free, but I have 1 more turn to waste. 4. And there goes my queen as well. Wow, I'm gonna be honest, I considered doing this video with a ratio of 1 to every 10 moves, and then I decided 1 to 5 would be a better starting point, and I could, make my way up as I went. I might just get crushed at a ratio of 1 to 5 as is. Okay, I might as well take back. We do get pawn to c4, we'll waste our 4 turns again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Martin can play these goofy moves, but if there's no way for me to even capitalize on them, then they don't really mean anything. For example, right now, checkmate means really nothing. Or rather, this check means really nothing, because it would only lead to him moving the king out of the way, and then very likely taking my bishop off the map. So what to do? I guess I could just try and hang back until I get free material, but with 5 turns, it seems really likely that another chaotic event like that knight jumping in, grabbing my rook, and then retreating to grab my queen seems really likely. So now the question is, do I have a strategy at all that could lead to a victory? The answer might be no. Okay, but this is no place to die. I might as well try developing my pieces. We do get queen to f6. Let's waste 4 more moves. Oh, it puts me in check. Okay. This is the only exception. If it does put me in check, I'm not just going to respond by moving my king out of the way, since I have to break the wasting 4 moves rule anyways. By moving my king, I might as well grab my rightly earned material. Queen puts me in check again. This time I will move out of the way. That's 2 moves, or rather 3. I have to waste 1 more move, so rook to a1. And we do get bishop c5. Luckily, we don't have to waste any more moves because we are 1 checkmate away, or rather 1 check away from checkmate. So I do have to play pawn to d4 here and stop that idea, and then waste 4 more turns. Alright, with that, somehow I've wasted 4 turns and this bishop has decided to stay on c5 the entire time, so I will in fact take with check. We get king to e5. Wait a second, this is looking better. This is not looking a little bit better, this is looking way better actually. I wonder if I target the queen if I can grab her, because that's what I need. If I can grab the queen, I think I have chances. Okay, we'll waste 1 move. No, don't do that. 2 moves. Maybe she'll put herself back in danger. Okay, I have to move my king, that's 3 moves. 4 moves. Oh, we just get pawn to f3. Okay, that was all the moves I needed to waste. But now there's checkmate on g2. So I really have no choice here but to play knight to f4 and cover that square and waste a couple more turns. So we'll go 1. Oh, yes, wait, but it does put me in check, so I'm not just going to move the king out of the way. I will, in fact, take back here, move another piece. At some point, I made 1 extra move that I didn't need to, so that was actually my last turn that I needed to move. We get king to d4. Now, how to proceed? Maybe, okay, by my own rules, maybe just throwing my king in danger is the best way to win this, because if I am put in check, and I'm not just going to move my king out of the way, I'm actually going to respond accordingly, then putting my king in danger might actually be the best antithesis, or rather antidote, to defeat Martin. Okay, let's waste our moves that we need to waste. Sure, 1 more move. Okay, and now we can play our regular turn. I would take here on e6, but to be honest, in 5 moves, I feel like it would be captured. So I would, frankly, same thing for e4, but I'll defend e4 first to make it more plausible. Let's shuffle around as we must. Shuffle, shuffle. I will take back with my king here, and now we can make another regular move. So of course I'm going to take that rook. Light work, no reaction. Martin does not even take back, but I do have to waste more turns. And of course, in that time frame, of course, he finds the way to recapture. Okay, we've wasted the moves that we needed to waste. This bishop is pretty well entombed back here, so I'm going to just try and start getting rid of some of these pawns in order to eventually free that bishop. Oh, it targets the knight, but I have to waste one more turn, and it does in fact take, so now I have to use my turn to capture one of these pawns. All right, let's shuffle. Shuffle! Don't do that! Of all the things you could have done, don't do that. Okay, I have to keep wasting turns for 2 more turns. All right, that was the last turn that I needed to waste, so I do at least get to grab this pawn before I need to go back to wasting moves. Going back to wasting moves is such torture. Okay, it puts me in check, so I will use that move to move away, and now I will make my regular move, which will just be capturing on d3. It puts me in check again, so I will respond accordingly, and go back to wasting moves. All right, that was the last of 5 moves that I needed to waste. I'm going to move this pawn out of the way and get my bishop out as well, but now I have to waste some turns! Oh, I needed to waste some turns, but I just gave away the rook for no reason. I should have wasted turns with my bishop. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, I was so close. Why would I do that to myself? He grabbed that piece so fast, too. Is this even Martin? This is not Martin. This is Smartin, because he's smart enough to notice these free pieces. All right, well, I'll go back to wasting moves. I do have to respond to that check. Okay, I literally have no legal moves but taking the rook. Thank you for evening things out again, Martin. I really appreciate that. Okay, now I can make whatever move I please. I'm going to take this pawn because I feel like that's more critical. If it tries to, or rather, if Martin tries to push past here, that could be a really big problem when I'm wasting turns. Okay, back to wasting turns. I'm trying to be as fair as possible about the way I waste turns. I'm not going to play, like, for example, bishop to a3 so that he never has a chance, but I am put in check here, so I'm going to retreat the king. King goes back as well. Still have turns that I have to waste, so I will wait around, and that was the last turn that I needed to blow into the wind. So now I can take on a4. We are put in check, so I'll move out of the way. Back to wasting turns. I have one more turn that I need to waste. Nice. All right, for my next trick, I'm going to set this bishop up on f4. Oh, I was gonna say so it wouldn't be tempted to move there, but now I have to waste turns. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, 1, 2, how do I waste a turn fairly? 3. Oh, I have to waste one more turn, which I would love to waste my turn by dropping the bishop back to h2 and then permanently stopping this advancement. But what I really should do is just move the bishop back, so I will. Okay, we do allow the pawn promotion. For my next trick, let's play bishop to e5, and I'd rather waste turns with my king from here on out. So I'll do exactly that. I'll waste turns with my king. Nice, and now that I finally get to make a move of my own choice, I'm in check anyways, so it doesn't really matter. All right, check again. I do have to respond to that. Oh, no! In the spirit of wasting a turn, I should move back to d2, but of course I'm gonna grab a free queen. Are you kidding me? King goes up to c5. I have one more turn that I need to waste before I can make whatever move I please. We do get bishop back to b3. Great. The move that I please is king to c7. In some future, maybe I can advance. Now I need to waste some more turns. Wait, what? No! Oh my goodness! Martin figured out the method. The method is, since I have to waste turns by moving pieces back and forth, he can just repeat his moves, which he did, f1 to c4 to f1 back to c4. And that did repeat the position 3 times, so that did end the game in a draw. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Let me know down below if I should try this challenge again with a different ratio, or if I should go through the painstaking process of resetting the position every single time, such that Martin gets a true quote-unquote set of 5 turns without my, having to make random moves in between. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.